I'm David from the Sumo Learn team. In this video, I'm going to be going over how to grant Sumo Logic access to your AWS products with an IAM role. IAM roles allow you to control access to users and applications or services that normally wouldn't have access to your AWS resources. So if you have a specific user that you only want to grant access to a certain resource that they usually wouldn't have, or you have third-party apps that you don't want to embed or hard-code AWS keys in, or a user that's not even on your AWS account that you want to grant access, you can use an IAM role to help delegate all these permissions. So in Sumo Logic, when you're adding a hosted source that accesses an S3 bucket, I'll use an S3 source here as an example, you now have an option to select role-based access or the usual key access. Key access is the one I mentioned about hard coding these keys in, where you'll have people that are sharing these keys right now, which is not best practices. So we now have role-based access. So we have a couple options to get this. I'm going to go over using CloudFormation because you get a template from the UI. It makes this a little bit easier. All the options are documented for reference. So to generate the template for CloudFormation, I just need to provide a bucket name so it can actually fill in that value in the template. So I'll just use bucket name. So you can see now this button's now available to click. So in this template, we also automatically add the account ID and external IDs, which has like your deployment and stuff. So that's why this method's recommended. It is less user error prone. So the whole point of this template is to provide the CloudFormation, which is going to allow AWS to create the role automatically for me with all of this information. We do have a link here to send you directly to the CloudFormation console as well, just for easy. Once you download the template, the whole point is to provide it to AWS, as I mentioned, and once AWS generates the role, we're going to get a role ARN, which we need to input here. So I'm going to go to CloudFormation. This is the CloudFormation console, and I'm going to create a new stack here, and I'm going to upload that YAML template that the Sumo UI just gave me. So we'll click Next. Let's give it a name. You can leave all these options default. You're welcome to change them as needed. Let's click Create, and AWS is going to begin creating the role for you. Shouldn't take that long. And our template is automatically designed to output the role ARN in the outputs here once it's done. So here you can see we've added it here, so you can just go to Outputs, copy, go back to the Sumo interface and paste it in here. So now Sumo Logic can use this role to get access to your bucket. And that's all there is to it. Just finish filling out your normal options for your source. And feel free to go to the Learn tab in Home and reference our docs for further information and details. Thanks.